Hello, and welcome back into the fort. Exactly a pillow fort, but there are pillows involved and stuffies. So, yeah, thought we could just get together in here again and relax a little bit. And this time I'm going to play with your hair. So, you can just relax. If you'd like to listen, go ahead and close your eyes. But I thought we could just do some simple things like braiding and then maybe putting your hair half up or so. And then I can get to my little straightener, so maybe we can do some things here and there with that. So if we need to touch anything up with that, we can. Let's see. I feel like I should use the pink brush because I know it's a favorite. So let's start by brushing your hair out. This side. I'm just going to get around the back. Just to make sure on this side too. And then I'm going to pull your hair forward like how I have mine, just so we can make sure we get everything underneath. This side. There you go. Alright, so I do have some of the little accessories here. I'll have to dig for them. I have organized them for my hair channel. So they're in color groups right now, but I do have some things that are still out and available to us. Like these cute little hair ties, which I think we'll use for braiding your hair, just because they aren't harsh. If I can get the lid on correctly. It always wants to go on an angle. And maybe we can even add some bows to the ends of them. I have them grouped together. Got a variety in there. They won't match. They won't match the elastics we're using, but they'll be alright for us just hanging out in here. So I'm going to use the comb and split your hair evenly down the middle just to do the braid. See there. Okay. And then I'll start with this one side. Just going to gather it all up and start braiding it. Outside pieces over the inside pieces. Slowly working my way down. Your hair has gotten long. Alright, put that there. And silly me, I didn't open this. Leave it open. I closed it again. We'll use the blue-green, green-blue color. Looks a little more blue in this lighting. Oh, sorry. Okay, so there's one. Let me pull this out before we get started with the next one. Just set the lid on. Okay. Comb it out again just to make sure everything's smooth. Okay, and then same thing on this side. I'm going to split it into 3 and just start going down the hair, braiding the outside pieces over the inside pieces. Okay. And then putting the elastic on. And we'll have to pick a color. I feel like if I pull this baggie out, it'll be kind of loud. So I'm just gonna reach in and grab whatever's available and we'll see what we can work with. Oh, I still have one of these topsy-tail things. It's very flimsy though. The other one popped apart. So we have these black ones with the, can't tell in here if it's gold or rose gold, but that's cute. I've got one green one. I think I wore one for Christmas. I believe I put it back in here. I'll have to find it. And then these red ones that I pulled out, which are more of a red-orange color. So there's those. Usually one of them looks better than the other one. I got them, I believe, from a Burlington. I was going to say TJ Maxx, but I don't think so. I think it came from a Burlington. Came on a big snowman with a bunch of different ones, but they weren't all the best made, as you can tell. This one's got some glue from where the pearl slipped. But there's those. I'm trying to see what we could kind of match with those. Blue green. Oh, here we go. Little white ones. I think it's made with like a tool. If I can get them apart. Tool, a little bit of gold in the middle, but there's little flowers on them. That would go nicely. Okay, we'll put one on this one. And then we'll put the other one on this one here. And I'm kind of looping them into the elastics so they don't fall off. Let me put these ones back for now so I don't lose any more. And that's cute. Just running my hands down the braids. Very cute. Oh. Braiding is just so like fun and easy to do, and it's relaxing to watch. So we'll take those out, and then you did like the purple butterfly clip, right? I know it's fun, and it has this cute little dangly accent on it. I think this is amethyst going down, and I say I think because you never know when there's fake ones, or just these probably aren't the best quality ones on here, but it's part of it. And then there's a little butterfly wing attached to the end of it. So let's get the bows off. Take that one. Just put it straight back in the bag before I lose them. Cute. I think this one looks better than the other one did. It's a shame that they both aren't like nice looking, like only one of them kind of looks nice. I don't know. It's just probably cheaply made. So let's undo this elastic. Hopefully that didn't pull your hair. I know that sounded kind of loud. And then we'll take this one out. Okay. Then with the butterfly clip, we shouldn't need an elastic. But if we want to secure like half of your hair up, we can do that with an elastic and then put that over it. So there's this purple one that's cute. It's light, so hopefully your hair covers it, but it's not like an outrageous color that wouldn't match. It kind of matches some of the pieces of the amethyst. So, and not like we're going anywhere, right, and showing this off. We're just doing this for fun together. So, should I put this in? Okay, because then we can do something else with that after. Let's do that. That's a good idea. I'm trying to think if I want to use this brush again to brush everything out, or I almost lost this. Okay, I'm just going to undo the braids. I like to use the rat tail comb to kind of unravel it so we're not pulling a knot to the bottom. Okay, that one's undone. And then, let's see, this one's kind of already falling apart. Alright. Alright, that's good. Let's brush everything out. And then I think I'm going to use this brush because it's got the little tail on it too, so we'll just separate half of your hair. Sometimes I take a little too much for the top half, so we might have to drop some down, and this will smooth everything out. Smooth it out. Let me see how much is left down. Normally I go from like the ear back, but sometimes people have lower ears. I know I do, so I probably have a lot on the top when I do a half up, so I have to go a little bit higher. And I have to do that on my sister as well. So I'll just take some of that down, and then we'll have to do the same on this side here. Okay. And then if you could just turn your head, that would be great. Thank you. I'm gonna smooth everything out now again. Not your fault, it's just the way I grabbed it. Okay, and I'm gonna put the elastic in. And now you can face me again. Let me just smooth everything out. And then what I'm going to do is kind of hard to show you on my hair, but I'm going to take the rat tail and go through and smooth out anything that may be a little bit bumpy. So I'm going to kind of on the top of your head do the same thing I was doing here, slide it under and pull it back, and it just moves the bumps to be a little bit more, I guess, even under the top layer of hair. If there's anything, it smooths out all of the flyaways that may be sticking up. Let's see. Okay. Good. Okay, it's nice and smooth. And then I think we can take this and just gently go over the top of it. walking with my pajama pants there. So, do you want me to just put it over the elastic, or I can kind of spin it a little bit, twist it up, and then we can have a little poof kind of aiming towards the top? Or there's some like fancy ones where I've seen people split, like they'll fold the hair up, split it, and then put the clip over it, or sometimes they'll wrap it around the clip, and that seems kind of busy to me to try to get it tucked up back under. But there's a lot of fancy ways to do bun looking styles with the clips like that. Okay, so we'll just twist it and clip it up. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna reach behind you here. I'm gonna twist it, twist it, twist it, and then open the clip and put it on. Turn your head a little bit now. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't tangled in your hair. And now you have a little bit of it sticking up, but your hair's long enough for it to kind of fall back over. I kind of like that look where it's like a little spiky, but then it is also relaxed on the sides. Just see about fixing the placement of some of these longer pieces. Try to put them over the side. Sometimes I have a long piece that wants to like lay right on top of my head. I'm like, looks kind of goofy. So I like to move those down so it hangs instead of just flopping on top of your head. Alrighty. And I think, well, it would be kind of uneven because of how it is. I was gonna like do a little bit of a flip on the ends of your hair, but I could just straighten the ends to make sure everything's like kind of uniform, because the top stuff's not curled. We could just go over the ends here a little bit. Nothing crazy, just enough to smooth stuff out. Okay. Alright. If you want, we can do, I'll take the clip out and I can do a, not with the topsy tail necessarily, I'll just make the hole with my fingers and then flip it. Or do I want to flip it under? I'll flip it under, and then we can do like little curls on the ends, so it's like half up, flipped back here, not up but down, so it blends in, and then everything can be nice and curled together. Or I could put some more clips in before we do that, because I feel like it would be nice to leave your hair like that. Okay, so let's do that then. We'll take this big clip out. We'll do a couple other things, and then we'll do that as the like ending look. So let's pull that out. Okay. I may have ruined the illusion there if I did. Oops. Sometimes I forget. But that's okay. So I pulled this out. It was very cute. I do wonder where that other... It might be in here. I hope it is. I had this other hair accessory that had a loop. It was like a circle that had some pearls hanging off the bottom of it and a little bit of a flower accent or something. I would think that would be in this. And it had it had a little hair pick to go through. Oh, here it is. But I have to find the hair pick that goes through it, because we can kind of redo this look, or I can spin that more in a bun and then put this over the top of it and put the little pin through it. Looks like that. It's nice because these little dangly things are sometimes just delicate little sounds that are pleasant to listen to. Now, of course, if this was like professionally done here, because I do like to think I'm a professional when we're doing this, not in a pillow fort, but we would use more of a clear elastic probably. Putting the pins at the bottom of this, because I haven't used it in forever. Okay, there we go. Getting a little worried. It's got cute little wings on it. So we can put that in. I think it's an interesting combination, or maybe I just don't understand the whimsy, but there's the flower, then two little mushrooms, and then there's the wings. I don't know, maybe put a mushroom on this, or the wings on both sides of the flower. It's just, again, part of the whimsy I maybe don't understand completely, but I'm going to reach behind you now, and I'll just use this comb to kind of smooth everything out before we do the next thing with the tail of this, because I don't want to, again, make any knots and pull your hair and make it uncomfortable. Okay, so I separated it from the stuff at the back here. If you would turn your head again, that would help me a little bit. Okay. So I've got that here, and let me see if I should twist it up, because sometimes the little buns get dense when they're back here. No, that'll be okay. So let me twist it up more. And then we're going to place, this is where I kind of lose grip of everything. I'm going to place this kind of right on top of it and have to hold it really tight. And then we take the pin, and to keep it wrapped up like that, I have to secure it properly. So I'm going to just put it through there and loop some of your hair in, and then go back over the top of it like that. Okay, that's good for a try. Go ahead and look at me. Alright. Yeah, I think it's cute, especially if I was better like equipped with doing the buns like that. I think it's fun to learn how to do the ones, because I see these people just like swirl hair around it and then flip it and put it in, and it's a nice little bun. And it's like an art. It's like an art that I haven't mastered completely yet, but that is cute as well. Now we could, while it's up like that, because it's kind of keeping that stuff out of the way, I could go ahead and curl that now, and then we can try letting it down. I can flip it, and then maybe we'll do, where are my butterfly clips? We'll have to search for those, but I like putting them in randomly, kind of with half up looks, because it doesn't have to be perfect when you do that, because it's like butterflies just randomly landed in your hair. The goal anyway. So let me go ahead and I'll flip them out so everything goes away from your face, because I think that's usually how curls are styled, is like you flip them away from your face. Two there. Let me do another little one. If you could turn that way slightly, thank you. Just get some of the stuff at the back. Okay, and then go ahead and look at me again. I'll get this side. And I'm just taking the straightener and doing a slight twist with it, because when it, I guess, rubs the edge of this, it gives it that bend it needs to make the curl. when I first learned that with my straightener I had, well, I still have it, but I don't use it as often anymore. But the one like this, that's much bigger. Go ahead and turn a little bit. I tried doing it on my hair and it looked so good, and then I wanted to do that for my prom, and it didn't come out the same the day of, so I had like flips at the end and everything kind of just fell because I do straighten it before I curl it. My hair is its own kind of wavy when I let it air dry, so I was nervous starting from that to get it to curl, even though that probably would have blended a little bit better, but I just wanted everything to kind of look neatly done, and when I straighten it, it feels nice and smooth and neatly done. So it all kind of ended up falling out and being straight at the end of the night, but I tried. It just didn't look as good as that first time I did it after I straightened my hair. Alright, here, I got like one piece there. Okay. Now, that's good. The bottom's all cute. It looks cute like that too, in a little bun with everything half down. Oh, it's adorable. I wish I felt more comfortable like doing other things with my hair. It's just, I guess it's more of like a sensory thing, and maybe feeling like my time could be spent doing something more productive instead of my hair. But let's take that out. Okay. Yeah, turn a little bit, that'll help me. Thank you. Okay, here's this, and that kind of falls off. And then that all has fallen down now. So yeah, what I wanted to do was take that half up ponytail. We might have to smooth it out a little bit again with the tail of the comb, and then I'm going to make a little hole and then flip it in so that that hair makes a nice twist, but makes that hair lay nice and flat on top of the stuff on the bottom half, and then we'll curl that, and then we'll put the butterflies in. Okay, so let me just smooth everything out because we've been playing with it a bit. And you should be able to, like, if you want to go to sleep anytime soon, you should be able to lay on that just fine. Sorry for bumping you. Okay. Just gonna check the back. Alright. Go ahead and turn a little bit again. I'm going to have to lean to make sure this is in the center of the back of your head, because it bothers me when I try to make the hole to flip it in and then it's not actually lined up in the center. So here, let's make a hole with the comb, take that and flip it in, and then I'm just going to tug it slightly so it smooths everything out there. Okay, good. Come over it. And then we will curl it again with this, and I'll go in both directions so it's not all going one way. Take that side, go this way. Now if you take it out, because of like how it's flipped and everything, it might, like those top ones might not go the direction we want them to go when they're laying with your hair relaxed and down and everything, but we can just smooth it all out again, or you can wash your hair and let it air dry and do whatever it normally does. Okay, go ahead and turn this way so I can check from this side. I don't want to forget any pieces. Okay. I know I'm doing funny reaching here. Look at me. Cute. Okay. Put the lid back on this. I love that this came with a lid, and I get asked about it a bit. It's from a TikTok shop that is closed, and it honestly, it's more of a touch-up thing. It's not really like to do your whole head. I don't trust that thing for my whole head. It charges, and it lasts a little while. It doesn't heat up to the temperature that I need my hair to be at. So that's my review of that. The idea is nice. The execution, not so much. So I do have to find these butterfly clips. Oh, wait. Okay, you're there. I didn't pull any of these off for anything, so I might have done all these colors previously. Let's see. I think we have more like options that blend from purple to blue, so maybe we should do that. It would also match the elastic we used, but you can hardly see that anyway. So if I use these two and these two, I think that would be cute. I'm just going to pull those off. Set them down. And then if we need any more, these purple ones have little blue accents as well. But I think this will be enough. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put them just randomly back there. So I am going to go like from the front back around. And I'm going to try to stagger them in a way that looks like neat but also natural. So we'll put this one, turn your head slightly, I'm going to put this one closer to the elastic there. Okay. And then I've got these two, so look at me again. And we'll put this one kind of up higher back there. Kind of at like, I guess the crown of your head I'm aiming to get around there. And then we've got this last one. Try to make sure I don't bend the wings at all. And yeah, maybe turn again. Let me see where I have. Okay, so I think I'm going to actually put this one in like the tail of it. A little bit lower down. It should hold on just fine because it does have a little bit of those teeth in here. I'm just going to take some of the hair and clip it there. Alright, and then if you just like turn your head a little bit more or just like spin where I can see the back real quick. Okay, yeah, that's really cute. Ah, that's adorable. Okay, you can look at me again. And, well, I think we can be done now. I'm gonna take the butterflies out just so you can relax and like lay on them, even though they're not like harsh. I don't want them getting bent just because I use them for a lot of stuff. So go ahead and turn again and I'll just pull them out. Okay, I've got this one. And oh, I hate when like you're pulling something out of your hair, like a little clip, and you have a little piece of hair caught in it still and you drop it and it just kind of dangles awkwardly. At least it didn't fall to the ground, but it did pull one of those. So it was the one in the tail. Reach the ponytail. Alright, I've got all 4 of those now. I'm gonna clip them back on real quick just so we don't, again, lose anything. This stuff is silly, but it helps me with my work, so I like to keep it as neat and nice as possible. Is your hair comfortable or is something pulling? Because we can take it completely down if you want to. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that then. And I can, it'll pull some of the stuff out, but it'll look more comfortable, I guess. If I run the brush through it, it'll just kind of loosen everything, but at least it'll be smooth and we know that nothing is pulling. And we know that nothing's knotted. Just put the lid on this now that we're done with that. Put these back. And my little tiny topsy tail thing. It's probably for stuff like doing half up looks and not the full amount of hair. The one I had for the full amount of hair, that came with a mannequin. That came with a mannequin too, so it was like kind of cheaply made. It busted one of the times I tried to pull, I think, my sister's hair through a flip. It just tore it right in half. I think I still have it, hoping that I could fix it, but honestly I should just throw it away. I'll get a new one eventually. They help. I think they make it look a little neater, but it's not necessary. Okay, put that back. And then I think I'm going to use this brush because I feel like the bristles are a little bit more flexible. Even though these are quite flexible, they're still a little bit tougher than this, so it won't pull as much of the curl out. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the ends here. And then I'm going to kind of do the tail. I'm going to hold it though in place so it doesn't come out. Just a little bit of brushing. Okay. I think we are all set. We've played with your hair a little bit. I hope you're feeling relaxed, and I hope my mumbling about things wasn't too much, but also not excessively ridiculous. If you're all comfortable now, then we can kind of just chill out in here. We can listen to music or watch something on Netflix or just be on our phones. Okay, so there's blankets here if you'd like to get comfortable, and I'm just going to put some of the stuff away and then we can relax.